Hi everyone, how's it going? You're very welcome here today. We'll probably have a few more joining over the next few minutes anyway. So to kick things off, by default, you're probably going to have all your mics and videos muted as this is a webinar. But of course, if you have any questions as you go along, you can pop them in the chat box or the Q&A options at the top of your screen. But yeah, with us today, I'm Leanne. A lot of you probably know me as well, and Louise from Eventmaster. And we're joined as well today with the Irish Heart Foundation. So I might hand it over to Louise to kick things off. If you want to give a brief overview.
Hello, everyone. So just to give a kind of a brief introduction to Eventmaster, and I'll just run through our so Eventmaster. So we started off as a registration platform in 2010, where we had our flagship event, the Regeneron Great Limerick Run. And it actually is taking place this weekend, where we have over 12,000 taking part, and they've raised over 200,000 so far with the integrated fundraising on the event. So we are also the membership platform to Athletics Ireland, Cycling Ireland and Canoe Ireland. They have over 200,000 members between them. And then in 2021, our Give to You fundraising platform was born, where we now have over 300 benefactors onboarded. So the Give to You fundraising platform was born out of frustrations integrating with other fundraising platforms on our registration platform. So we developed this platform, and the model that we use is where we are a 0% platform. So no fees to set up campaigns, no fees to fundraisers. So the donor also has the option to cover the banking charges. 94% in general do. Some platforms whereby they take the banking charges directly without the option. So we have that option on our platform, and also the ease of setting up a fundraising page. So there is no login, there's no activation required in setting up the fundraising page. And I know Leanne is going to demonstrate how quick and easy setting up or creating a fundraising page is. And then also real-time reporting. Reporting is a big issue. So we have real-time reporting where your reports are available to view and download anytime, anywhere, and you can see how a campaign is doing in real time through your reports. And again, obviously, you know, we were first of all a registration platform. So integrating now our fundraising platform with a registration platform, your data is very clean. The data is used to create the pages, so no cleaning of data. The Give to You platform is only 2 years in existence, and we've already raised over 10 million for good causes. So part of the success of the platform, I suppose, is where we have listened to the onboarded benefactors, to the feedback on the platform, and a lot of the new functionality that we have has come from benefactors like yourselves, you know, with requirements, ideas. And again, you know, as we're the owners and developers of the platform, we can take an idea, a concept, develop it, test it, and then launch it to the live platform in a very timely manner. I know Jordan isn't on the call here today, but Jordan and the Irish Heart Foundation, we had a call on Monday, and we were just discussing the whole Meta fundraising and Facebook fundraising. And he just mentioned that there was a feature within Facebook fundraising where you had a generic URL link that you could add to communications that he was sending out. And depending on who clicked that link, it would be their fundraising page that would open and then available to share on their social platforms. So today is just Wednesday. So that was Monday. Today is Wednesday. We almost have the function ready to go. And we're hoping to have it deployed by the end of the week. So it's just an example of how we can take an idea, develop it, test it, launch it, very timely manner, And this function then is available to all of the onboarded charities with us. Again, what Leanne's going to be discussing later on the slides, the challenge functionality also came from an idea that Anne in the Irish Heart Foundation had, whereby she found that people who were signing up to challenges were very active, taking part in the challenge, but not so much maybe in the fundraising side. And having talked to other charities, this is a kind of common theme across challenges. So together we developed the challenge functionality, and over time, and now it's used across many campaigns. And I know Leanne is going to take you through this function with some slides. It's always good to have a visual with these functions, and she'll also go through some other functions available to you again. And this is all available to you at no cost. So I'll throw it over to you, Leanne.
Thanks, Louise. So yeah, just to fire straight into the slides, like Louise said, unlike other platforms, we don't take bank charges by default. Again, we're going to highlight this in this particular case study as well with the Run100 campaign in terms of the massive savings here. We do all the setup for you. So between myself and Louise, we'll customize the campaigns with you. You're not expected to do the setup yourselves. Again, there's no charge for this and no platform fees. Again, we would usually send you a link to view everything. You can preview everything, test it before you go live. So like that, you can see how easy it is to use. And, I think a lot of charities will send it to other team members to test out as well. I think there's some feedback. Louise, sorry guys. Myself and Louise are in the same office, so there's we have to mute and unmute each other when we're talking. So yeah, and as well the real-time funds and reporting. Obviously, I think everyone on this call here is an onboarded partner, so you already have access to your real-time reports and funds to download them anytime. Again, this would be a massive benefit to you as well. The main focus today will be the challenges. I think this is the main thing that I think a lot of you had used Facebook for. It'd become really popular. And as well, just with general fundraising pages like birthday fundraisers, people setting up ad hoc pages for you guys. So we're going to cover all this through the webinar today. The two main challenge options that are there at the moment are step challenges. So people log in their steps every day, every week, every month, or as well doing distance challenges. So this can be in kilometers, miles, running, walking, you name it. Like Louise said, the main goal from this, the main kind of call to action for charities from this was linking the engagement with fundraising and the particular challenge. That was the major fall down, I think, in compared to other platforms where they were either good at one or good at the other. So we'll show you everything here today in terms of how all this looks and feels for both you and the users. So essentially the main kind of things to run through today will be your challenge landing page, our team functionality, and that's proved again very useful. A lot of corporates would use this with like different companies competing against each other, and as well certain companies can do teams as well. So for example, marketing are competing against sales or manufacturing, all different areas. Individuals fundraisers can sign up to challenges as well. So you can have a mix of individuals and teams. The whole user experience of how it looks and feels for everyone. And as well, I might say a few words about, just in general, her experience of the platform. And of course, this all the slides are a feature in this particular case study as well for the Run100 campaign. We'll take you through how to get started if this is something that you're interested in. And something we've added on as well in the last while is Google Analytics and Facebook Pixel. So if you want to put any tracking on any of your sub-campaigns or campaigns or challenges that you are setting up, again, this is really simple and now available for you to do as well. And we can include it in the setup for you guys. So this is the challenge page of the Run100 campaign. So again, this is done in all the Irish Heart Foundation branding. So you can customize your colors, your banner. You'll see at the very top, you have the total amount fundraised by all the participants. there's the option that people can donate directly to this without taking part. They can share the page for other people, or they can register. The total of the distance, so in this case, it was a distance challenge that was done in miles. So everyone's totals are all pulled in here automatically in real time for the distance and for the fundraising. The teams are listed separately, and then you have your fundraiser leaderboard as well. So again, very similar to your current fundraising campaigns on the platform in terms of the leaderboard view. And like that as well with our Google Analytics, there was almost 5,000 visitors just to this page alone throughout the campaign. And we did all the setup again for you guys. There's also within your challenge leaderboard, a separate leaderboard here that people can search for themselves, see the total distance, see the amount raised. So again, just another option of a leaderboard there as well. In terms of the flow, so essentially, as we started off as a registration platform. There is a lot of advanced options here, but the registration form, essentially, people come on, they put in their name, their email address. You can collect whatever data you require. So, for example, you might be sending out fundraising packs. You need their address, their t-shirt sizes. You want it to be a private event, only open to certain people, and that's all possible. And they're asked if they would like to create or join a team. So if they want to join a team, all the list of teams are automatically updated for you as they're created. So for example, if I go on and create a team now and I check out, Louise can go on in like 5 seconds later and see that team in the drop down for her to join as well with me. So basically, as soon as I check out, I have the link saying I'm in, and the link to my team page, if there is one, and my fundraising page. So like Louise was saying, there is no cleaning of data, and the page is automatically created and customizable for that person. So again, you kind of have that instant contact with fundraisers from the very minute they sign up. They have a fundraising page and they're starting their fundraising journey straight away. There's not that additional click through or ask for them to activate their page, for them to log in and do anything. Their page is basically ready to share straight away. So you get that key time and less click throughs, and you're not losing people with any drop offs, basically through a kind of long-winded process. There is multiple ways for people to share their page. Again, with the meta fundraising, the main difference with this is people don't need a fundraising page to take part and make a difference for you. And there is still that option for them to easily share their page on different social media channels. I think there's actually one case in this campaign where I think a guy had shared his page on WhatsApp and basically had over 600 euros within a few hours fundraised from his page. So yeah, the social element is still very much there with this campaign and the sharing options on it. So this is a team fundraising page. So as everyone joins the team through registration, their fundraising page is automatically pulled into their team. So as you can see here, everyone still has their own individual fundraising page within the team with their different amounts and distances, but they're all pulled in here so they can see, as a team, they've raised almost 5,000 euros, and this is the amount of miles they've completed together. Whereas if you click into any of the team members, you can see their individual fundraising page, the amount they've raised, and their personal distance. So again, this is really easily shareable. It's mobile friendly and fully customizable, so they can log in and add in their own images. It's just by default. If they don't do this, then your branding is pulled in by default, so you have control over this. A big thing was in terms of having the engagement there of people updating the challenge. You'll see here, even on mobile view and on desktop, that update challenge button is always there. So if Larry comes in and clicks on update challenge, he can put in the date, the distance. He can put in an optional comment to say, what happened today, how tough or how easy it was to take part. And then optionally they can upload an image as well. So again, really handy. I think a lot of people will like screenshot their runs or different kind of routes they're doing, or even a picture of themselves, and they can upload that here as well. So as soon as they click save, they are prompted to share their page. So this was again a really a key ask from Irish Heart Foundation in getting that engagement with both the distance and the fundraising element, and having the engagement with both aspects of the challenge as well. So again, all the options are there. So if they click on any of these icons, they can instantly share the page on their Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, or email. Or again, they can just copy and paste copy the link and paste it wherever else they'd like as well. So as soon as they go back onto their page there, then they've saved their most recent challenge will appear for them. So again, it's a really cool aspect as well for any supporters that are coming on. They can see how everyone's doing, taking part as well. Again, the key differences with us would be the registration and reporting, the automated page creation, without the activation required. Again, if you would like any marketing tools or Google Analytics, Facebook pixel tracking, you have access to all this within the campaign as well. And again, all funds go directly to you in real time at no cost. So just to highlight the cost comparison on this particular campaign, the average obviously will change for each campaign, for each charity. And this particular campaign, 80% of donors opted to cover the bank charges. So these aren't taken automatically from the platform. So when a person comes on and clicks on donate now, they put in their 20, 30, 50, 100 euros, that's going directly to you. And the donors are asked if they'd like to cover the bank charges. In this particular campaign, with 80% of donors saying yes, they'd cover the bank charges, that resulted in over €1,000 in savings for the charity. So that's €1,000 that you've saved basically by using this platform compared to others. And again, there was no setup costs and no additional platform charge on this. Again, guys, if there's any questions, feel free to pop them in terms of the functionality, but I might hand it over to Anne or any of the Irish Heart Foundation team, because I know as charities, it's probably, great for you to kind of hear from a charity's perspective of it all as well.
I'll gush. So I just want to say, Event Master are doing such a super job. They're not paying me, but what they have been doing is supporting us very well over the past few years. So we had to switch to Event Master. Well, we didn't have to, but we were invited to use Event Master for the Dublin Marathon 2 years ago. And there were kind of incentives for all the charities to do that. And what we found was they were a great platform to work with, and we've all probably worked with lots of different platforms. But when you have issues around reporting or transferring data, some platforms are more accommodating than others and are more willing to make changes for you. And that's what we found with Event Master. Whenever there was any issue, Louise and Leanne were very quick to come back and address the issue and meet our needs, basically. So when we were talking about Run100 this year, it was kind of a no-brainer to talk to Event Master first about building a new challenge option. And because they were so accommodating, again, we work with them without even talking to anybody else. And the other wonderful bit was there was no charge involved. And I think that's fantastic, especially if you're taking a chance on a new type of fundraising tool. So it kind of gave us a little bit of latitude. And the great thing is, you saw the target there, or the amount raised was 50,000. That was actually the target we had set ourselves. We set ourselves the target of recruiting 50 companies for that challenge and 500 people and raising 50,000. And that's exactly where we came in. So we were really delighted with that, because we had a small enough budget for lead gen. So it was just so seamless. There were so many very positive things as well. The state of the data that we got, I know you were talking about no data cleaning, Leanne, but we also have to take the data and bring it into our own CRM system. And the data actually came in brilliant condition. I don't know if it was the quality of the people who were signing up, or what, but it was definitely the cleanest data I'd say we've ever got. There was also very high conversion from registration to actual active fundraisers, and I think that is something to do with your journey. Ye supply a journey on top of, we can add our own journey, but your journey is actually a great motivator for people to fundraise, and I think it works very well as a standalone. We found that as well for the Dublin Marathon, so that's very good. There were very few non-fundraisers involved in that campaign, so that's very important for all of us. I think, I suppose, the main things about using Eventmaster has been the ease of use. I mean, even I remember midway through the campaign, I said to Louise, it would be great if there was a challenge update button, if it was more obvious, you know. And like 2 days later, there was a challenge update button at the top of the page. And we have another company doing their own challenge now at the moment, and I was just showing that to them, and they were delighted. Like, it just makes the easier it is for the user to navigate, the better it is. So yeah, and the other thing that was wonderful, and I'm sure you'll do it for everybody, is the videos you prepared, you know, the Loom videos on how to set up your page for people, how to set up teams, and they were really useful to share then with the people signing up. Yeah, and I suppose then the last thing I would say is you're always on hand. You answer questions very quickly, and you don't make promises you can't deliver. And it's just been a pleasure working with you, and I'm wishing you continued success. But look, this is something that I've been able to use now since February. I've used it for 3 other challenges, so something I'll continue to use. But all the other charities are not allowed copying me. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. Yeah.
No problem at all. And like that, like Louise said, like the success of the platform basically is down to charities, like working with charities and kind of knowing what you need and having your ideas and working with you. So again, like credit to, you know, Anne as well, reaching out and having the idea, and again, like working closely with building this. So it's built for charities and with charities. So yeah, so in terms of meta in general, obviously the challenges are one big part of it. But another part as well we wanted to show you guys, because I think naturally with this kind of movement away from meta, your relationship with fundraisers, a lot of the traffic is going to be going towards your social media channels instead, and your ads and your website. So a big thing here will be your start fundraising button. So all charities on board to the platform, when you log in, you have your benefactor dashboard. So when you click onto your benefactor page, you have your start fundraising button. So again, to minimize all the, you know, the click-throughs on this, if you click on your start fundraising button, you have this URL here, basically, that brings a person to set up a fundraising page for you. So again, it's very straightforward. They just need their name, their email address, and if they want, they can link it to an event that's on the platform. So like that with all the athletics and cycling events, there's loads of options here to pick. They can pick their target. They can put in their custom page text, and they can upload any images as well to their page that they want. And they click on start fundraising, and the page is created instantly and ready to share. So again, there's 0 cost for this. Again, all the donors will be asked if they want to cover the bank charge. So that's basically all the donation going to you fully in real time. So just to show you, just make sure everyone can see my page. So basically they're going to come in, they're putting in their name, their email address. I won't do any marathons in the foreseeable future. I'll just upload a quick image here. So yeah, they can crop it like that. If people have like selfies or anything like that, it'll just they can make it for the size that'll fit. And click on start fundraising, and they can open their fundraising page, and it's active straight away, and I can share it. Sorry, my Facebook isn't logged in. Here we go. So yeah, it's just that quick and easy. So they can start fundraising straight away for you guys. Is there any other questions? I don't think I've seen any come through as we're as we've been going along.
Lisa, have you?
Click in here. Can you see it there, Louise?
No, I just saw Lisa's hand up.
Oh, right, sorry. So yeah, essentially to get started, all you'll have to do is reach out to myself or Louise. You can reach both of us at support@eventmaster.ie. We'll essentially make the draft campaign for you. Just if you send on your requirements, like what you're thinking of, we'll basically make the draft and we can fire ahead from there. Again, there's no setup costs for this. And like that, if you'd want to set up a demo with any of us, have a meeting in general about your account, if you have any other ideas, again, always reach out to us. No problem jumping on calls to support you in whatever you're trying to do. But yeah, thanks so much everyone for coming. And like that, if you think of any questions afterwards, again, just pop us an email. I don't think there's any questions after coming through.
Yeah, I was just going to say that one thing I did I was really impressed with is the conversion rate, because I think, like we all know, anybody who's done Facebook challenges, you know, the conversion rate in the group, I can't remember the exact percentages, but I know it was higher. I was really surprised with that. So it's just kind of something to keep in mind as well. Like it doesn't begin and end with Facebook. That's it.
Yeah. I think you know the challenges being available to across all social platforms, you know, is key. Is key also. Lisa is.
I've just allowed
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Hi, I just had a question. Sorry, I'm new to using Eventmaster, and so far I'm finding it really easy to use, which is great. And the question I had is there a way, like you were showing us there, about when you're picking, you know, your campaign? It could be just that I'm new to it. Is there older campaigns still showing there? Can they be kind of filtered to just maybe what's up and coming as such? Or again, am I just reading it wrong because I'm kind of new to the platform?
It's just active campaigns that will be on that list. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a lot then.
There is. I think there's maybe 40
good.
challenges that you're available for selection on, Lisa, across the board, you know, because obviously you've all the Cycling Ireland permitted events, Athletics Ireland permitted events, and then there's quite a lot of other, you know, Bear events have their run amok and that.
No, that's fine. Then I just assumed that because there were so many that they must be old as well. But that, look, I'd be complaining if we didn't have access to all of them. So that's fantastic. Thank you.
Perfect. Thanks, Lisa.
Lovely, guys. But yeah, I don't think there's any other questions after going in. But like that, don't be strangers. And if you want to jump on a call and chat with any of us about the challenges or any other resources you think that would be useful for your account, just let us know. But yeah, thanks so much for your time, and thanks again for the Irish Heart Foundation again for supporting us and coming on the webinar as well for their feedback.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.